On our third dive at Oil Slick Leap, Leslie's mask fell out as she descended the ladder. Did she find it, or did we have to buy a replacement?
Yay!
We chose Oil Slick Leap as the second Bonaire shore dive to profile for a couple of reasons. First, Oil Slick Leap's elevated rocky coastline is a stark contrast to the southern sides with their long, sloping, sandy shallows, which shows off Bonaire's diverse underwater topography. The second reason for profiling the site lies in its name. You can jump off the rocky ledge into the water. Despite its relatively small land area, this site does have a rugged beauty. Lizards are common and may be inquisitive. Crabs and birds? Not so much. Even the ground is interesting with what appear to be fossilized coral imprints on the rocks. We're excited to tell you more, but not so excited that we can't take time to ask for your subscription. So here I am, mid-dive, asking you to hit that subscribe button. Thanks! Smiley face. Oil Slick Leap is located near the center of Bonaire's leeward coast. Directions are easy. Drive 4.7 miles north of Kralendijk on Kaya Gobernator Nicholas de Brood. Note that the name changes from Kaya to Boulevard. When you come face to face with the coast, look to the left for a driveway with the telltale yellow dive site marker on the ground. Continue for a couple hundred feet to a parking lot on the right with clear access to the water. Although the parking lot is small and can be uneven depending on where you park, it is close to the entry. If it's full or you prefer a more level vehicle for your gear setup, you can park just outside. Some of the vegetation is tall and can shade your car in the early morning, but you and your car will largely be in the sun during the day. This marker says stairs, but you're really looking for a ladder. There are no amenities here except for a wooden platform and that ladder for entry and exit. Due to the rustic nature of this site, we recommend either coming with your gear already set up or using your vehicle to put everything together. There are two entry points. Both require crossing jagged volcanic rock. Bring your thick-soled shoes for this one. It's certainly doable, albeit a bit rugged. Just watch your step. The first, and most obvious entry, is a wooden platform attached to the rock at the edge of the parking lot. There is a sturdy ladder there for climbing up and down, but be aware that algae can make the rails and steps slippery below the waterline. Under the ladder, there is a rock shelf, however, that is a bigger step. Current and waves can make putting on your fins while holding the ladder challenging, so consider pushing off a bit before donning your fins. It doesn't have leap in the name for nothing. The second entry is just to the right of the platform, along the rocky edge. The path is narrow and uneven, so be careful, especially when geared up. Walk out as far as you like and take a giant stride. Quick observation. We've seen some divers jump in holding their fins, while others put them on before jumping. There is a mooring buoy here, and we have seen fishing boats over the reef. As always, be mindful of yourself and your buddy whenever near the surface. oil slick compass headings are 215 degrees southwest out to the reef, while 35 degrees northeast will get you back to shore. There is also a yellow buoy that can be used for navigation. It's anchored at 35 feet, a little to the south, so if you see it directly in front of the platform, you'll know the current is going to the north. And these two barrels sit at 35 feet as well, just north of the buoy mooring. As soon as you get into the water, you're on the reef. No long swim, boom, you're there. The entry point is just above a small, flat plateau. Directly in front of the plateau, you will see the bottom start to drop off. The reef at Oil Slick Leap is really terrific. It's got cleaning stations, schools, juveniles, and other cool animals. We even saw this chub swim by in open water. There's also an enormous variety of coral and sponges. From the plateau, the drop-off starts between 15 and 20 feet. If you're interested in what that looks like, we have a few clips for you. When you first get in the water, you will be hovering over a small plateau at about 10 feet. Look south for a sizable staghorn coral jutting out of the rocks. There's a pretty big difference between the coastal areas depending on which direction you go. The left, or south, is much more wall-like, with lots of crevices just below the waterline. If the surge isn't too strong, check those out, as a lot of animal life use those for shelter. To the right, or north of the entry, is a large, shallow, rocky area that slopes gently. As it gets closer to the drop-off, there is a sizable field of sea plumes. There are also a few sand chutes to explore as well. You may just see a sand diver hanging out. One of the best things about diving is that there is always something cool and interesting to see. Leslie is not too wild about sea cucumbers, but we've never seen this kind. It appears to be a princeps sea cucumber. This West Indian fighting conch shell caught my eye, but as I was filming it, I noticed something in the top left part of the frame. It was an octopus that didn't seem to mind me getting too close. While Leslie took a turn shooting the octopus, I spotted this barracuda just chilling in the flats at about 18 feet. There was so much to see here that we've got more extended clips in our Diving Bonaire Best Moments Episode 1 video, so check that out after this. In the meantime, here are some shorter clips to show off the variety of life on the reef. uneven rocky walk to and from the car is a bit more challenging at night, but it was certainly worth it. It started with this Spanish lobster traversing a couple of rocks right below the entrance. I didn't think it was going to make it. We also spotted a couple of juvenile glass-eye snapper. In case you're wondering, this is what they look like as adults. And I felt sorry for this spotted cleaner shrimp just trying to hang on to a giant anemone in the surge. Here are a few other things that we saw after the sun went down. Enjoy!